The moon of the sleeping whales. In the star-flung reaches of the liminal belt, where gravity ebbs like tidewater and stars blink like slow heartbeats, there floated a lone vessel, the Wondernaut. Shaped like a crescent spoon and humming a lullaby in frequencies only moon mice could hear, it was home to Captain Elo Marn, an interstellar dream scout. Elo had hair like stardust, eyes that always looked one sentence ahead of reality, and a worn patch on their left sleeve where a curious sunbeam once burned through time itself. Elo didn't captain the Wondernaut so much as they coaxed it into dance through gravitational eddies and clouds of sleeping comets. Tonight, the ship was gliding gently toward Somnaqua, a drifting moon made entirely of liquid crystal, where ancient space whales came to dream. Elo was not alone. In the softly glowing bridge, nestled in velvet hammocks and floating meditation orbs, were the crew, Sif, the reformed cyber-pirate with a wooden leg carved from a single petrified starlight tree, Pip, a blue-furred philosopher bot who brewed tea by boiling gravitational anomalies, and Zin, a cloud being with a voice like rainfall and an encyclopedic memory of dreams. They were on a mission to record the lullabies of the Somnaquan whales, a project proposed by the Universal Library of Sleep and Dreams. The whales, it was said, sang songs so serene, so deeply woven into the threads of consciousness, that even rogue asteroids sometimes slowed their course just to listen. As they drifted into orbit, the moon below shimmered in pastel spirals. Floating upon its surface were the massive shapes of the whales, translucent and still, each 1 mile long, their forms subtly shifting with the moon's gentle currents. They pulsed like galaxies in slow breath. Zin extended tendrils of vapor toward the controls and tuned the ship's auditory membranes. A sound began to filter in, low, harmonic, like a memory half remembered in the moment before waking. Pip sighed. I forgot my own name for a second, he murmured. Elo smiled and nodded. That's what we're here for. The crew prepared for descent with practiced ease. Elo donned their dream suit, a silken membrane that shimmered like soap bubbles reflecting fractured stars, and handed one to each crew member. The suits were not just protection but bridges between waking and dreaming. Descending in a glass pod shaped like a teardrop, they passed through the atmosphere of Somnaqua, its liquid crystal surface rippling softly beneath them, refracting colors no human eye had names for. As they touched the surface, the whales stirred, not with alarm, but curiosity. One whale, larger than a small moon and shimmering with nebulae inside its translucent flesh, approached. Its eye, vast and ancient, glimmered with the stories of countless stars. It spoke, not in words but in vibrations that hummed through the dream suits, emotions, and memories woven into song. The crew saw a vision unfold. Clouds floated backward, unraveling like smoke rings, and children rode on the backs of wind spirits that laughed with the sound of tinkling bells. The song was composed not just of notes but of silences, spaces between stars where nothing happened and yet everything was. They felt a loneliness as ancient as time itself, paired with the comfort of knowing others had heard this same melody. Sif, who usually joked to mask a guarded heart, whispered, "It's like they're dreaming for the whole galaxy." The whale's song grew softer, focused now on Elo. The lullaby spoke of stars being born and dying in a dance eternal, of sleep that transformed rather than ended, of adventures without fear, where knowing you are part of something vast is enough even if you don't understand it all. Elo's mind drifted to the worn patch on their sleeve, the sunbeams burn. A memory flickered there, a fragment of a dream where time folded back on itself, a moment stretched infinite and fragile. Pip's voice broke the silence, soft and contemplative. Do you think the whales remember us? Or maybe we're the ones they dreamed into being? The pod systems dimmed, the lights blinking slower, syncing with the whale's heartbeat. One by one, the crew lay on the moon's surface, their dream suits glowing faintly. They floated, barely tethered to wakefulness, carried on the whale's song. Elo felt their consciousness unravel like smoke, drifting toward a vision of impossible planets, laughing moons, tea that whispered your fortune, and time waiting patiently in the corners of mirrors. The Wondernaut hummed gently above, its systems set to lull. It knew its crew needed this kind of dreaming, not just rest, but healing. Far below, beneath the crystalline waters of Somnaqua, the whales sang on.